the one of the people that went was GPS tracked going from Australia to Chile non-stop, and that flight can't exist on a flat Earth in that time.
It can exist on a flat Earth on that time.
So that's literally your defense against that. Please explain how that can exist at that route. They would have to cross the entire world, all of the land on your map to get there, and it would take so much
You
longer
want to
than it
bring it
took.
up? I can't bring it up. You actually, I got my phone right here.
I actually have a thing regarding this, during the flight QFA 28, one I believe you're talking about from Sydney to Santiago.
Yeah.
There's another one, like a LATAM flight, but I do have all the numbers for it pulled up if we need it. I kind of want to go over it with him because that's something I like a lot about. It's very, very on the nose, very can't explain it on a flat Earth.
They don't need to explain it. I'm welcome for you to do it, but good luck. They're just going to say no.
My
But
fan to stop making that noise. I apologize.
I thought you was a droid from Star Wars for a minute. But
Anyway, if you want to look at my page, you'll see a bunch of horizons, no curvature.
yeah, okay. So just change the subject because the flights are coming and you're terrified.
All right,
There we
man. I
go.
think they like deleted
Oh,
his smart video.
So the flight in question is flight QFA 28. It goes from Sydney to Santiago. They fly this flight about 3 times a week. It has a distance of 60. I'm using nautical miles for reference because flights and planes operate in knots and nautical miles. Like their ranges are all nautical miles, so it makes it a lot easier instead of having to convert it back and forth. So if we have a flight, we're going to be using 3 different flights here. We have like Sydney to Santiago, Sydney to LAX, sorry, and then LAX to Santiago. And these all tell us different measurements, and these are all the distances that we have. So if we have, we'll start off simple. We have Sydney, which is somewhere around here, and we have LAX, which is somewhere around here, and we have Santiago, which is, let's say, here. Now, these 3 distances, specifically this distance here, is, let me make sure I got this right here. Yeah, so Sydney to LAX is about 6,500 nautical miles. And this is about, we'll round up and say 4.5K, just to make it, we'll give you some lenience. Both of these together are about the same distance on this map as as Sydney to Santiago, but this only registers as 6.1 thousand nautical miles when you fly that flight, or if you take that distance. I don't know how you can get these distances to add up, especially when planes can't fly, or the planes specifically that they use can't fly more than 7.5 thousand nautical miles. So if you could go over distances and explain how these would work and how you can take that flight nonstop, I would love to hear your explanation.
Michael, you're up.
How you can take the flight nonstop?
No,
it's a 13-hour
don't ignore
flight.
half of what he said. He's showing you the distance between one point and another point, and then between that point and the next point. But yet, in reality, the flight only takes kind of half of what yours would take, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what he's explained. You're just pretending you don't because you know you can't answer it.
You're asking now. Show me it on the globe Earth. You have to show.
Absolutely.
Okay, show
I
him on
will.
the globe.
Hang on.
It won't make any difference. I'm going to make the prediction.
You're saying this flight can't happen on the flat Earth because
Yes, it can.
the plane
All right.
can't go that
Please
far.
continue. I'll be 2 seconds. Just please continue.
Yeah. So I have these distances here on what would be a flat Earth map of some sort in the best thing that we have now. I know you don't claim to have one. However, if we look up here to the map of the Great Circles, which is the distances between each point that I'm using distances for, it all adds up pretty well. These triangles, or the triangle here, kind of adds up with all the distances. This is about this is 6.5K nautical miles. This is 6.1K nautical miles, and this is 4.8K nautical miles. Now, these lines look almost the same size because these are almost the same distance.
And you use what calculations? Did you calculate the spin of the Earth? Did you
So
calculate?
you don't need to calculate the spin of the Earth for distance.
Why not? Why
Why
not?
would you need to calculate the spin of the Earth for
Because
distance?
I'm in an airplane. If I'm in an airplane, is the Earth not spinning when I leave the Earth?
Conservation. They just went over conservation of momentum with you. When you take off from a plane, the Earth doesn't stop rotating, but you don't suddenly lose the momentum of the Earth's rotation, which is very slow, by the way. So once you're in the air, you're still affected by how you were moving before that.
I'll let you entertain me for longer, but you didn't even calculate the spin of the Earth. What are you talking about? Why don't you? Why don't you?
Because conservation of momentum exists.
What is your goal?
So you're talking to the wrong person about that. He doesn't understand conservation of momentum.
Yeah,
because there's no such thing.
I was listening. I was like,
there's no such thing. If something's spinning, if I have something solid into an object that's spinning, the mass of the object is spinning like a disc. If that's spinning, and I take the object off of the disc and it's still spinning, and I drop the object back on the disc that's still spinning, it will go haywire. It will fall all over the place. But if I was to set it back down, it would go. Oh my God! How isn't how it works? If that's how you say the globe spins, you can't give me.
Hey, Michael, if you had a grasshopper and you put it on a merry-go-round and the merry-go-round was spinning pretty fast, do you think that if the grasshopper hopped, it would like fly off it? Like, what do you think is going to happen?
Have you ever done it?
No, I've never captured a grasshopper and put it on a merry-go-round and watched it.
Why are you asking me? Why are you asking me this?
Because I understand conservation of
momentum. Believe it or not, Michael is not trolling.
This equation, why are you asking me this experiment if you've never done it? Do you think it'll happen? No, I don't know what'll happen. Have you tried it? How are you going to give me an analogy if you don't know what's going to happen?
Michael, I will do you one better. This is something that I have done, having been a kid at any point in my life. I have ridden on a skateboard and had a ball in my hand and tossed it a couple times.
Yo, I used to do that.
You had a ball in your hand. What did you prove about the Earth spinning?
Conservation of momentum.
Michael, why are you in these conversations if you don't even understand?
You're saying you're jumping because and you're not moving or anything, or the ground isn't moving because of this thing, and I'm telling you, it's not moving because it's not moving. Wow, you wrote it down. Did you
this is exactly what
remember
I
on that
described.
SpongeBob episode when you write down stuff and bring?
Can I just ask? Hold on a minute, Michael.
All right, guys. There's no spin.
Mr. President,
No. Let me speak for 1 minute.
No, I just want to ask you a question, and then I'll let you speak. Okay? Do you understand conservation of momentum?
Of course, sir. Yes, the first law of Newton.
What? I can't.
I understand the conservation of momentum, but there's no conservation of momentum on the Earth. That the Earth is spinning.
Well, the Earth's unique to not having it. Everything else has got it, but not the spin of the Earth.
The Earth doesn't spin.
The Bible states this multiple times.
Damn, the Bible says it. You know what else the Bible says? It says that talking snakes exist.
Yeah.
And that
yes, they did back then, sir.
Donkeys.
Yes. Before Adam and Eve, yes, they did, sir.
They did. Yep, they did.
Yeah, you don't know the
Michael
story.
Mr. President,
you're not educated enough to have the talk.
Can I ask you a quick question, Michael and Mr. President? If let's say you just said the Earth doesn't apply to the law of conservation of momentum doesn't apply to Earth, why would it not apply to Earth as it applies to everything else?
Okay, hey,
what doesn't? What are you talking about?
We
didn't make that map you're drawing on like a little 5-year-old.
Okay, but
we haven't gone out and observed how all the continents are and where they are positioned, sir.
Do you believe
you're just speaking out of your booty hole?
Do you believe in latitude, longitude?
Of course.
Is this guy saying that we don't know where land masses are?
Yeah.
Yes. Have you ever been on Google Earth? You want to take a trip? Hey, get on your computer right now. You got your computer. Get on Google Earth.
Can I ask you real quick?
Get on Google Earth real quick.
What these lines represent?
Longitude and latitude lines.
Okay, so do you believe that we can at any point give someone our latitude and longitude and have them come to our exact point?
You can, but it's not telling exactly what's going to be there. Just because you
Yeah,
gave
it
them
is.
a point of where you are, it doesn't tell you what's going to be
Did you
there.
just say we can have somebody come to our exact point, but it won't tell them where that point is?
No, I did
Is that
not
what you
say
just
that.
said?
Did I? No, I didn't say that. I didn't
Okay.
say that. So you're
So
not hearing me
let me
correctly.
put it to this way. If we go down this longitude, sorry, I'm trying to draw through my phone screen. It's really weird. If we get on this point of longitude and we give somebody like, hey, we're at this latitude and longitude and it ends us right here, are you saying that we don't know where that, like, we wouldn't know what's there? Is that what you're implying?
Yeah, at every point. That's correct. That's correct.
We
Every
do know
point,
where. We do
longitude and
know what's there.
latitude lines, it's
We
just
do know what's
longitude
there.
and latitude lines. It's not telling you exactly what's there. There might
Yeah,
be some type of landmass right there. You can't tell
and
exactly
I can
what's
give
there.
you the
That's
latitude
why we
longitude of
have things
Sydney.
like, look, go to the longitude latitude lines on Google Earth. You can do it right now. I'm asking you to do it just because you. I see you with the iPad with the stencil and everything
It's
going
on
down.
my
Now pull
side.
up Google Maps. Go ahead and pull up Google Maps or Google Earth, and I'll tell you an exact spot to go to and show you how they're lying.
Why do
You can
you,
do it yourself.
Michael? Why does no flat earther ever want to talk about flat Earth? I wonder why that is. Not whenever, as soon as
Yeah.
flat Earth comes into the conversation. No, I've got this other thing that I think I've disproved about the globe.
I just told him.
Pure
I
panic.
gotta know where he's
I just
going.
told him I'm gonna show him how.
Address what
This
he's
shows
saying
this
now.
shows accurate latitude and
I just
longitude.
did. I just did. I just
Wait,
did.
I don't understand. Wait, what are you trying to say? You're gonna say that they're lying? He's gonna whip out Google Earth, right? And he's gonna put in some coordinates. Wait, what are they lying about?
I'll show you how they're hiding and lying about like topographical areas. Like they'll say something.
So,
But they're not.
Funny.
But they are.
I
I used to edit pictures. I've since I was a kid, I used to play on computers, on Paint, Word, PowerPoint, Excel. I'm actually very good at all these. I'm actually very good at computers. So if you want me to show you how this is being hidden from you, I can go ahead and do that. So go ahead and bring up Google.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me bring it up because I'm very curious. I gotta know. Why can
Actually, yeah, let him bring it up. Whoever.
Yeah, right here. Hold on. Oh, you got it? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Well, let Litbath bring it up. Okay. Now look, actually zoom. Hold on. Type in this. Type in this area. Type in NUUK.
Nook.
Yep, Nuke. NUUK. Greenland.
Greenland?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now, okay. Now look. Let me show you. I'm gonna give you point now. The number one hint that this is fake. You see the water, the color of the water right now, right? What color is the water? That's the ocean, correct?
Why
What
does the
color
color
is
of
the
the water
ocean?
matter?
Can you tell me what color the ocean is, please?
Dark blue.
Okay, now zoom over to your left. Go left, left. What? Okay, right there. Right. Go back. Go back. No, go to your right. Go back. Hold on.
It's
Right
here.
there.
Yeah.
You see that
Cool.
cluster right there? Zoom into that cluster right
Who
there.
cares? What
Bro,
relevance does this have?
Look, zoom in. Now, if I were it now, this shows you that this has been edited right there. Zoom in more. Zoom in.
Why do I need to zoom in more?
Because you can see that this has been edited. You can see
Can I
if
ask you a
anybody
question?
has ever
Can I
worked
ask
with
you a question real
computers.
quick?
Mhm.
What does this have to do with latitude and longitude?
This shows you. Okay, go over to your left. Go to your left. What
I
latitude,
need you to
longitude
tell me
line is that?
right now.
52. What is that? 50.
Michael.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question here.
Mhm.
I don't care if this image has been altered. I don't care if they show a picture of Godzilla over here. My question is, this latitude and longitude system where I can give someone, for instance, 52 west, 64 north, they're going to get directed here.
But now, if they go to 52, what is that? 5220 west? Is that over there?
Yeah.
Can they tell me what is exactly is right there? Can you tell me exactly what's right there?
Looks like it's in the water somewhere.
What color is the water?
Oh my god.
Blue. They have it colored blue here.
Hey,
no. Go put. What color? Is
Hold
the
on, this is
ocean?
absolutely ridiculous. Wasting time
Yeah.
on this. So when he
This is
just
showing
so
you
hold on a
right
minute,
here that
Michael.
this has been edited. Right here.
Michael,
Click,
when
click,
he just
click.
had the flat map up, was that an actual photograph of flat Earth? Is this a photo of flat Earth, or is that just a drawing?
This is the Gleason's map.
Right, I know what it is. Can you show me a real version of it, please? An actual
by the
photograph.
way,
Real
by the way,
version of
Socks,
the
can you do
Gleason's
me a
map.
favor? Can you
Yeah, what's
click on there's a person icon in the bottom right. It should show you street views. Click on any of the blue lines that show up, and it'll show you a street view of the place. So,
Yeah,
like,
you can go. You
it'll
can't
show
go there.
you
They
like
can't go.
it'll-
You can't go. You can't. I've already done it. You can't
Bro,
go.
what are you
to
talking
that.
about? Look at the water. This is the real picture.
Oh my God! I just
Oh,
showed
bro.
you that the water's edited. The light blue is not the color of the ocean. It's just dark blue.
How does that disprove the latitude and longitude lines? Which is the
It
conversation
disproves it
that
by
we're
telling
having.
you that that's the ocean. That's the dark blue. Now go back over to New Greenland.
But why does this matter with latitude and
Well,
longitude?
actually, that's not.
Doesn't.
That's not. That's
He just
not.
knows he
It
can't
does.
argue
It
that.
So
does
you're-
matter.
so
I
he's
told
pivoting.
you it matters with longitude and latitude lines because if you, just because you show me, you give me longitude and latitude lines, it doesn't tell me exactly what is there.
Yeah, but you
just
can
give me
do
a
something
location.
with them, can't you? You
so
can
this
do
isn't-
something
Just
with
give
them.
me a point to go to. You don't tell me exactly
Okay.
what's there with longitude and latitude lines.
Michael,
Even if
Michael,
somebody was okay, what?
look at all these streets. I can click on any of them, and I'll get a view, an actual
Of
real-time
course.
image of the place.
But okay. I'll debunk you right now with that. I'll debunk you.
Well,
This
that's
isn't
fake
real.
as well, is it?
No, well, actually, if you want me to go into that, I
That's a
can
fake road. That's not CGI.
Actually, if you want to zoom out, go ahead and zoom out. Or you want me to-
Yeah, if I
you want
zoom
me-
out,
if
look
you want
what
me to
happens when I
debunk you
zoom
more.
in.
Go ahead and
This
zoom
is-
out. Go ahead and zoom out a little more. Go ahead and zoom out a little
You want to
more.
go to the water? Let's go to the water.
Well, hold
Watch
on.
this.
Hold on.
Watch this. Wow, it's a real image. Who would have guessed? Look at this beautiful boat.
No, of course. Those are real images. Wow, of course. Now go back to Nuke Greenland. Of course.
This is Nuke Greenland.
Go out, zoom out. I was going to show you
Look.
the thing to go to.
Look, I'll show you it. Look.
Okay.
Look.
Calm down, cowboy. You're not zooming out to where I'm showing you, please.
Yes,
Wow.
it's the color of the
Okay,
water that
so
matters.
go up,
Don't
go
you?
up.
Realize?
Man, look at
now,
that.
right there. Hold on. To the, right there. That area right there. Can you go in that blue area right there? Where the light is? To the right. To the right. You can't even go in there. No street view there.
Oh no!
I mean,
Man,
I
look
don't
at
think
that.
anyone
That's
lives here.
edited.
Welcome to
that's
Flat
not
Earth.
even real.
This is all
that was
mountains.
put together. Go back.
That's
zoom out.
satellite
Zoom
imagery.
out. Zoom out. Zoom out. That's not out. That's in.
Damn.
Shut up, bitch!
Right there. Stop. Right there. Stop. Look at that. Right there. If you've ever
Shut
worked
up,
with
bitch.
computers, you see that this has been edited.
Shut
All
up,
those
bitch.
have been edited, and you still believe in it. Oh,
Does that mean it's
you wanna
fake?
believe it? Go ahead and
So
believe
I have
it.
a question. I have a question.
Tell them. Tell them.
Michael, using both of these, using
Yes.
both this and Google Earth, if I give someone, I think we have to go north, south, then east, west. If I give someone 33 south, and then I also
Not
give them
33. That's a Mason. You
151
can't use that number. Masonic. Not 33.
Yes, my bad. So if we give someone 33 south, 151 east, because we are standing directly on this point, there is someone there, someone is directly standing at this point. Do you know how to get there using either of the maps? Because both of those maps will lead you to the same exact point on this map. Like they'll lead you to the same exact point on Earth. Someone will be standing there. Do you know where that is?
Oh my God!
Guys.
Hold on. What did you just say?
Yeah, but the water's the water's a different color blue.
When you
So
try to sell, it sucks. So you got to say it over, man. You trying to what? What'd you
Okay,
say?
Michael.
you're trying to
Hey,
mess
Michael.
with him now. You've put numbers into it. Don't you realize he's not going to understand that?
I'm actually very good with numbers. But
Yeah,
Okay,
what
so
what are you
Michael-
getting confused about then?
Using these coordinates, can you tell me exactly where a person would be standing if they told you, hey, I'm standing at 33 south, 151 east?
You're saying exactly where they're standing.
I'm telling you exactly where they're telling you they're standing. Because let's say they need to get help. They need help. They're like, I'm at 33 south, 151 east. I need someone to come right now to come get me. I'm in trouble. Would you know how to get there?
Yes.
Or are you gonna say it's edited?
Am I going to say it's edited? No, you're going to go to the point. You're going to go.
Cool.
To the
And that's Sydney, Australia. No matter what map you use, and what points, like this latitude longitude system is used by like everyone who needs to get somewhere, like let's say rapid response teams like Coast
Okay,
Guard.
so look, I want you.
Brother,
I
that still
understand what it
doesn't
is. Here, let me
defy the
show you.
shape of the
Let me
Earth.
show you. Right. Let me show you how this defies your whole thing. Draw a line to those points, please. Oh, God.
I've drawn a dot at those points.
Okay, draw a line from point to point.
From which point to which point?
Yeah. Where's
That
the other point?
from that point where the pink is to the 33, where the 33 point is.
This is
just gonna show you
33.151.
Draw a line from there to there.
This here, both of these is that point.
Okay, cool. Okay, now draw a line from the black point to the other black point, please.
This?
Yes.
You
The
don't
North
even know
Pole?
why you want him to do
Draw a
this.
line there. Draw a line from there
The
to there.
North Pole?
Yes.
He thinks 33
Now look.
degrees south
Now
to
look.
Australia
Hold
is a different
hold
point.
I know.
Hold on. You
He
got
does.
there. Now, would you say that's the only way to that path?
What are you talking about?
Would you say that's the only like way I can get to that area? Like from there to there? Now look, what I want you to do, right? What I want you to do is I want you to draw a circle to that
Shut
point.
up,
Like
bitch!
a half circle to that point. From
What?
Yeah, so I want you to take that point. No, yeah, okay.
Hang on.
Take that point.
He wants you to draw a curved line.
Yes, draw a curved line. Oh my God! Now draw another curved line. Draw another curved line from
Where?
From over the top. Over the
Can I
top.
ask the relevance?
He's
I
teaching you
am.
how to
I'm
draw
going to show
bananas.
you after.
Just
I'm gonna
do
show
it
you
because I'm
after.
really curious of what when he cut.
Over it. Draw another over it, not under. Over. Draw another over.
Make
now
sure
draw
it's
one
over.
straight to it. Straight through it.
Okay.
Now draw a squiggly line. Draw a squiggly line from point to point.
Okay. Yeah, I'll entertain it.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Now I want you
It's
to
a
kind of
clam.
I've drawn a clam.
Like draw a Z line. Draw like a Z line. Draw like a Z line from
This
point
is
to point.
fantastic.
What the hell is going
this is
on?
fantastic teaching.
Okay. Now look, what I want to show you is that is multiple ways from point to point. Right? that's right.
Was
Point
that
to
your
point, you can
point?
get to that area in multiple ways.
Yeah, because
So
we always
that
travel.
doesn't
Because we always
mean
travel
anything.
via zigzag wherever we're going, don't we?
Yeah, we
So
want to waste gas.
You saying
here.
we
wanna
always just
waste
travel
gas.
from line to line? We always just travel from straight line to line.
No, we
Okay.
don't. I mean,
Okay,
we do,
so,
but
yeah,
like
we
it
don't.
doesn't look like that.
Okay,
We
Michael,
travel multiple ways.
Michael,
That's
when
why
you was
you
in,
go in the plane,
Michael,
that's why
when you was
get
in your
the plane,
plane, when you was in your plane
left,
flying to the
turn
back
right.
whenever you jumped, did the plane go in a
Turn left
zigzag
and you
route?
turn right when you're in the plane.
Did the
You
plane?
turn
Have you
left
ever been on
and
a
right when
plane
you're
that's
in the
travelled via zigzag?
No, but I've been on a plane that has not traveled just in a straight line, just traveled over and around.
What, in a
Like, it
zigzag,
hasn't-
just backwards and forwards for no reason?
Yeah, did they just start?
No, but there's multiple ways that you can get to from point to point. You just saying
what's your point?
Zigzag is one of them, is it?
No, hey Michael, you really brought up a good
Oh, he's a troll. I'm not
little
even.
formula there
Yeah,
because they actually
yeah. I literally can't be bothered with him anymore. He's not even a funny troll. It's just
Who, me?
time
What
waster.
happened?
No, the other guy. It's like too many. He's giving it away now. He laughs every time he speaks, and there's nobody in the world could agree with anything you just said there. So the minute he agreed with that, I
Why
thought, he's
not?
gone.
Why not? You just tried to
Well, Michael, here's the point. Here's what I'm saying.
Yeah, show me the
This
point.
here,
The one
all this in the middle, doesn't matter for what I'm saying. I'm saying that we can use latitude and longitude to determine where somebody is if they give us coordinates.
Cool, but it doesn't
Okay.
tell you what's
So
what,
now that we know
exactly
that,
is there.
But now that we know latitude and
It doesn't tell you
longitude
what's
can
there.
tell someone where someone is, we can say, hey, I want to get to this latitude and longitude, and I want to go to this latitude and longitude over here, which is Santiago, Chile, and we can have a nonstop flight there. Now, a nonstop flight for you, how does that look? Does that look like they go somewhere else and like touch down, or do you think it's just like a straight line? Like,
Doesn't
do you
have to
think
be a
they
straight
just
line.
fly a straight line?
It doesn't have to be a straight line.
Huh?
It doesn't have to be a straight line.
But
you
why
just-
would they not fly a straight line?
That's the which flight is that? Because I think that's the one that takes the
Flights
zigzag
don't always
route.
go in a straight line because when
Yeah,
you
the
get
zigzag flight.
multiple flights. So when flights travel, they don't just go straight to like when you're on a plane. You don't just go from point to point. You might go on a
Yes, you
plane
You take the
and
scenic
turn all
route.
the way around.
Take the
You might get
scenic
on a
route just
plane, go
to
up in the
waste
air.
some fuel for no reason. Just if we fly over this, we'll go over the
Well,
mountains
that's
to
what
give them a
happens
good
with
view.
planes. You can ask the pilot that. I don't know why, but you can get on a plane, go straight up, and then in the plane you'll turn around and go the other way, just because
Nope.
that's
Just
how
for
the
a
Hey,
laugh.
hey, Michael. I don't know if you know this. But planes, when you sit down in your chair, right in front of you, there's a big screen, and the screen has many options. You can watch a movie. You can watch some SpongeBob.
Yes, I know you can do that.
But if you do nothing, it'll automatically show you the plane's flight path. And